Brigade, who are doing a bit of a fundraiser. You'll see some helmets going around a bit later tonight, and they're going to set a car on fire, I think, something like that. They've got a guy getting strapped in there. Either way, we've got Bradley here from the Fielding Volunteer Fire Brigade. He's going to talk us through it. So I think Bradley's actually going to commentate us right through what's going to go on here with this car. So I'll hand you over to Bradley, mate. Good to have you.
Thanks, Stu, and thanks everybody for letting us be here tonight. So the Fielding Volunteer Fire Brigade attend what they call a road crash rescue competition every year. This year we happen to have made the world event, and so we're off to the Worlds in France. So we will be heading over there in September. So tonight we're actually looking for a bit of a bucket shake, because we have to actually fund our own way, so we don't get any support from the organisation and all that. So as you can see, the team are getting stuck into it. So what happens is you'll see a few different coloured helmets around the place. They've all got their own roles and responsibility when it comes to dealing with a car accident and these sorts of situations. So what they're doing is they're just assessing where the patient is and the condition of the vehicle, and you'll see the team leader, the guy in the red helmet, is starting to talk to his team, and they're coming up with a bit of a plan as to how they're going to extricate this patient out of the vehicle. So you'll see one of the white helmets knelt down at the driver's side. That's one of our medics. They are just ascertaining what is wrong with the patient, seeing if they're trapped in the vehicle, and doing a bit of medic duties as those good St John medic people do. So you'll see a bit of stabilisation go in, so it's pretty key for us to make sure that the vehicle's stabilised before we start cutting into it and all that sort of stuff. We don't want the car bouncing around too much. So if you've been in an accident, you've already been bounced around enough as it is. So we want to make sure the vehicle's nice and stable, so when they get in the vehicle and we start cutting the car up, everything's nice and safe. What we have is we've got a couple of tools hydraulic tools that are being presented at the moment around the vehicle. We've got what we call some cutters and some spreaders. So the guy in the back of the car on what we call the D pillar is just squashing down the pillar so we can get one bite at it with the cutters, because the plan for this particular event is to rip the roof off, turn it into a convertible, and get the patient out from there. And so the patient will come straight out the back in the line of the steering wheel, straight out over the back seat. So what happens is, while the medics are doing their thing, we make sure that we cover the patient up. We don't want to get any glass and any debris and all that sort of stuff all over the patient and all over our medic gear and medics. So we make sure that they're all nice and safe in there and doing their job. Once the spreaders are finished, they'll start going around the vehicle and just handing the tools over to each other. So they're pretty heavy. They're probably 15 to 20 kilos each. So once you start swinging on them for a while, you start to sweat a bit, and so you want to make it as easy as possible. So this team has been together for a while now. They competed in Australia last year, went over to Warragul near Melbourne, and got second in what we call the Australasian event. So they competed against Hong Kong and quite a few Australian teams and 4 New Zealand teams, and ended up getting second overall. So it was a great effort by these guys. So that entitled them to go to the world events in France this year. They're going to a seaside place called La Rochelle, which is somewhere in France. So it all takes a bit of time, unfortunately, when you're cutting these things up. Most cars are pretty strong, and so there is a bit of time it will take it to get the cutters to go through the vehicle itself and take the roof off. We want to make sure that as we make these cuts, we're stabilising the roof as we go around, and so we don't want that roof to end up on the patient at all. So